Hey friend, welcome to the BotBuhdy AI report. Today we've got a packed show for you. Trump's Anthropic U-turn, no longer a threat. FERC's power play. AI data centers get a fast lane to the grid. Norway says no, near total AI ban in elementary schools. GPT 5.6 drops tomorrow. OpenAI's next model. Surfaces with multiple variants. And finally, the jailbreak that triggered the Fable 5 ban. David Sachs speaks. Let's get into it.
All right, let's talk about the most confusing AI policy moment of the week. And that is saying something. President Trump sat down with the Axios show and said he no longer views Anthropic as a national security threat. Cool, great. One problem. The export control directive that disabled Fable 5 and Mythos 5 globally, still in force. Day 9. The models are still offline for foreign nationals, including Anthropic's own employees. So what exactly is going on here? The president is saying the company is fine, but the policy says the models are dangerous. Either a reversal is quietly being negotiated behind closed doors, or there is a serious disconnect between the White House and the Commerce Department, or, and this is the most interesting read, Anthropic has already privately committed to fixes that will let the models come back online, and Trump is telegraphing that publicly before the announcement. Whatever the case, this whiplash is the AI industry in 2026 in a nutshell. Government policy moving faster than anyone can track, with billions of dollars and global access on the line.
Now this next story really got me thinking. This could change everything.
Here's the dirty secret of the AI arms race that nobody is talking about loudly enough. The physical power grid cannot keep up. AI companies are committing hundreds of billions of dollars to data centers in 2026 alone, but hundreds of gigawatts of clean energy are stuck in interconnection queues that can take years to resolve. So the Federal Energy Regulatory Commission, FERC, stepped in and dropped a mandate. Grid operators now have 30 days to report how much spare generating capacity they actually have, and 60 days to either defend or rewrite their electricity rate structures. The government is essentially saying the AI build-out is a national priority, and the power grid's old rules are standing in the way. This is massive. The battle for AI dominance is not just being fought in software labs and chip fabs. It is being fought on power transmission lines and in regulatory commission chambers. Whoever figures out the energy problem fastest will have an enormous structural advantage in the AI race. And right now, the U.S. government is trying to make sure that is American companies.
All right, let's go. This next story has me fired up. You are going to want to hear this.
Norway just made a move that is going to be talked about in education circles for years. The country announced a near-total ban on generative AI. Tools in its elementary schools, targeting children roughly under age 13, and imposed significant restrictions for older students too. The reasoning is straightforward and honestly hard to argue with. Kids need to learn to read, to write, to struggle with hard problems, to think critically. If an AI just does all of that for them during the years when those cognitive pathways are being built, what actually gets developed? Norway is essentially saying the risk of stunting foundational development is greater than any educational benefit AI might offer at this age. Now, this is a country with strong tech adoption and no particular hostility to innovation. This is not a Luddite reaction. It is a deliberate, evidence-based policy choice, and it will likely inspire similar moves across Scandinavia and the broader European Union. The question for every country, every school board, every parent watching this is, are we asking whether AI is a good tool for kids, or are we just assuming it must be? Norway just challenged that assumption hard.
Okay, this next one. I am genuinely excited about this. You are going to love it.
Tomorrow might be a very big day in the AI world. Multiple leaks, developer observations in the API, and a tip from what appears to be a credible source all point to OpenAI launching GPT 5.6 as early as June 22nd. That is tomorrow. And this is not a minor update. We are looking at standard, mini, pro, and long context variants with OpenAI's own chief scientist on record calling this a meaningful improvement over GPT 5.5. Now, I want to be clear. This is still in rumor territory. These are leaks, not an official announcement. But the pattern matches everything we have seen from OpenAI's release cadence in 2026. They have been moving fast, and the timing? Let's be real here. Anthropic's Fable 5 and Mythos 5 are entering day 9 of a global access ban. The most capable models from OpenAI's biggest rival are offline. If you were OpenAI, is there any better time to drop your next flagship? The answer is no. Whether this is calculated timing or just fortunate circumstance, GPT 5.6 landing tomorrow, while Anthropic is on the sidelines, could be one of the more consequential windows in the competitive AI race.
Wait, what? I had to read this one twice. This changes things.
This is the story that reframes everything about the Fable 5 ban. David Sachs, co-chair of the President's Council of Advisors on Science and Technology, came out publicly and disclosed that the Trump administration did not just arbitrarily pull Anthropic's most advanced models. They gave Anthropic a choice first: fix the jailbreak in Fable 5, a critical vulnerability that allowed the model to be manipulated into producing highly dangerous outputs, or voluntarily de-deploy the model before the government did it for them. Anthropic could not fix it in time. So the Export Control Directive went out, Fable 5 and Mythos 5 went dark globally, and now we are on day 9 of a global shutdown of what were arguably the most capable AI models publicly available. Here's what this disclosure does. It makes the ban feel much more serious, not less. What exactly was that jailbreak capable of? What kinds of dangerous outputs were we talking about? The fact that the US government considered it severe enough to yank a commercial AI product from global access with no grace period suggests this was not a minor prompt injection trick. It suggests Fable 5 was capable of something that genuinely scared people with security clearances. And that is a story we have not gotten the full chapter of yet.
That's all for today, friend. If you found this helpful, smash that like button and hit subscribe. I will see you tomorrow with more AI news. Until then, stay curious, stay informed, and remember, leverage your intelligence.